Hey Brian, welcome to 5 Minute Takes. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm all right. So I'll get straight to the point. I just have one question. Could you share how you use email prospecting to support your pipeline generation efforts in the kind of economy we currently going through right now?
Of course. Yeah. I think first off, it's important to note for SDRs and even full cycle A's alike, it's super, super challenging right now to generate pipeline. Prospects are getting hit with more emails, more calls, more LinkedIn messages than ever. And they're also facing internal pressures, right? Of growing more sustainably, not growing at all costs, growing revenue in a really efficient way so that, they might be more apprehensive than they were a year ago just to say yes over a call, over an email, over a LinkedIn message, because they're trying to maximize their time as well. From an email side of things, I think it's really, really important to not be tone deaf to what's happening in the world and the greater macro economy, and to really be able to convey really strong relevance in your email to capture their attention. So the way I go about that from a prospecting lens over email is I always lead with some sort of observation in my email and my cold email as the first line. So as an example, instead of saying, "Hey Dozy, I hope all is well," or "I hope you had a great Christmas break," I jump straight into it, right? And I'll say, "Hey Dozy, noticed you lead, 5-minute takes with UserGems." So you lead with some sort of verb off of like notice, saw, stumbled on, came across, listened to. And how you find an observation like that is you do a little bit of research, right? You throw their name into Google. You look at their company website. You look at their company blog. You look for new announcements, new features, new products. And you try to find some sort of observation that's hopefully relevant back to your offering that you can actually tie it to in that email. So from a prospecting lens, I'll lead with that observation. I'll share a problem next that most titles in that role face, especially given everything going on from a macro sense. I'll ask a light CTA at the end of the email, something along the lines of like, interested in learning more, ever come across us before? And then I'll use a PS after to include some of that personalization that might be more time relevant. Like, "Hey, PS Dozy, hope you had a great Christmas break." And that's where you can add a little bit of that fluff that screams, "Hey, I'm a human still. I did my research. I care," and any personal flavor as well. So it really all follows that kind of framework of observation, problem, simple CTA, and a PS. And I'll just add as well with that like more simple CTA, instead of asking for, "Hey, do you have 45 minutes next Tuesday, next Wednesday," these 3 times, really, really key to do it a little bit more open-ended. I think a lot of prospects are being more protectful of their time than ever, and they know what you want, right? They know that, likely you want them to see a demo or join a meeting. So just start with something lighter and try to start the conversation first.
That was pretty insightful. I really like the idea of literally taking the fluffy human pattern at the bottom instead of the top. I mean, because most emails start off with that. That was really insightful. Thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be here.
Yeah, bye.